Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Laura of Laura Plans It, and today I am doing part 2 of my I Want It All Power Sheets bundle walkthrough. Today, this video, which is video number 2, is a walkthrough of the power sheets themselves. So video number 1 was all the other goodies that came with the actual bundle, and you can watch that by clicking the link up here. Video 2, which is this one here, is just the power sheets themselves because they are so powerful and there's so much in here. I wanted to dedicate just this video to just these power sheets. So to get started, I wanted to compare the power sheets to last year's power sheets. Now, I discovered power sheets and Cultivate What Matters in, I would say, about April or May of last year, maybe probably much earlier than that, but it really caught my attention in April or May. And in early May, I ordered the undated power sheets, which I have here. They are 6-month power sheets, and I started using them in June. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them or not, but I believe they had a big sale going on or something. I said, all right, let's give them a try. And I love, 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 love them. I can't say enough about how moving and how much they've changed my life and how happy I am with them. And so as the months have progressed, I have shared with you on my Instagram at Laura Plans It how I use my power sheets. And so when I was given the opportunity to purchase these in advance along with the I Want It All bundle, I hopped on it because I want to share with you how much I love them. So as a comparison, again, between last year's, these are the undated. However, they're very similar to the actual dated ones from last year from what I've read and seen. The old covers are more of like a laminated kind of cardboard cover, like maybe like a waterproof, and they have this plastic coil. Super durable, really nice, but nothing compared to the new ones. The new ones are beautiful. I have the teal linen. There's 4 patterns, but I obviously went for teal linen with these beautiful gold accents, the gold double O wire binding, and the gold foiling for your power sheets themselves. And I picked this because obviously teal is my favorite color, but I think this is a really classy looking document. I think the confetti pattern and the blooms pattern, which here's the blooms here, so beautiful, but way too bold and bright for me. And same with the confetti. Let me see if I have that. Here's the confetti pattern. Again, so pretty, but it's just too bright and bold for me. I like things to be a little bit more minimalist. So this really, really spoke to me. So when you go ahead and open these up, look at how gorgeous the interior of this is. You can see first off that there's gold foiling pretty much throughout the book, and I will highlight that a couple times through here. There are a couple inserts that it comes with. There is a 2020 Let's Do This. It's not quite a postcard. It's a little bit bigger than a postcard. It's about a 5x7 card. I have a mood board that I'm going to be making for 2020, and I think this is going to go right in the middle of it. There is the, let's see, this one next is the postcard. And it says, you know, all those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. So that's really pretty. And again, like I said, it's a postcard. And then there's your word of the year card. And what you do is later on in your power sheets here, you will brainstorm to find your word of the year. And then you write it down here and you can display this on your desk or put this in your planner, wherever it is you see it, to help you remind yourself of that word. So my word for 2019 is balance, and it's just writing it down made a huge difference for me. So those all come inside, and then you flip through the actual power sheets, and the beginning part here is learning kind of about yourself and what your vision of the future is like. So that, you know, you write your name in here. And there's some stickers. It does come with a sheet of stickers. I love that they're in the front of the planner instead of the back, because I think it's just, they put it right up front so you notice them. And I love, one of the things I love about the power sheets is that they are color coded. So you'll see that in just a couple pages here, that your goals are color coded into 8 different sections. And I use these flags and I use the goal setting sticker book to color coordinate my power sheets as I'm going on through the year. So you start brainstorming kind of your goal ideas. What do you want to cultivate in your year ahead? And learn about yourself. There's a lot of questions about you, what you value, and what are your favorite things to do? What gets you really excited? What kind of helps you work and helps you be you, right? Then you start evaluating your actual life. Where are you right now? How are you in these categories? There are 8 categories, as I mentioned before: health, friends, finances, spiritual and personal growth, spouse and significant other, family, work, recreation. I use all of these except for work. I don't technically work. I mean, I guess you can call YouTube and Instagram work, but for me it's really fun. So I actually use this for homeschooling because this is kind of my job, right? I homeschool my kids, so I kind of assess how we're doing there. So I will actually just cross this out when I start filling these out and write homeschool in. And of course, if one of these doesn't apply to you, if you don't work, or if you don't have a significant other at this time, or I mean, if you don't really care about recreation, I guess, if this doesn't apply to you, you don't have to fill it out either. And then you continue through your identity and learning about yourself. And here's another example of that foiling I was mentioning before that's throughout the book. So you keep going on, you keep learning about you, good things, challenges. And what I love about this is that you're learning so much about yourself before you really even get into planning your goals and setting your goals, that I think it helps paint a clearer picture of what your goals should be before you get there. I have in the past used some very top level goal planners where you kind of write in what's your goal and then every couple weeks you check in. And I've found that I've never stuck to it, but with the power sheets I really do. So I love how they really make you ask about yourself first. So as you're filling it out, there are things in here that you will find are really deep thoughts. And the one that I really loved, and I did this last year too, was where do you want to be when you're 80 or 90 or 100? And it didn't even occur to me to think that far in advance because I'm so focused on what's going to happen tomorrow. And when I started thinking about that, I was really able, that question there was what made me change my mindset and my thinking when I answered yes or no to things. So that was really cool. Here's a little bit about your legacy, and again, another one of those beautiful foil pages. And again, you just continue through and fill out those pages, what you're saying no to, what you're saying yes to, and then here's where you brainstorm your word of the year, like I mentioned earlier. So you pick out some words that resonate with you, you brainstorm, you write your word of the year and why you chose that word. And again, just writing down my word of the year last year really reminded me all the time to have balance and have that focus on, not just one thing, but on the fact that I have multiple facets of my life that need my attention, and to balance my time throughout. And that included balancing time for self-care, which you guys all know is really important to me. So I'm glad I was able to brainstorm that, find the word that spoke to me, and continue on. Okay, so at the very end of your kind of getting to know yourself section here, it says imagine it your best year, and you fill out this whole thing about what your year, what is your best year going to look like, and then you go into your goals. There is a vision board here. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. There is a vision board in here. I do one on a cork board in my office, so I don't actually use this page. But this is really cool if you want to kind of keep it personal and private. My office space is very private to me. Nobody ever comes in it besides my kids and my husband, and nobody cares about my vision board but me, so I don't mind having it in there. But if you prefer to keep it kind of closed off in a book, this is a beautiful place to put it. Then we get into the goals, and this is really, I think, the meat and potatoes right here, right? This is where you really get into setting your goals for the year, deciding what you want to do, and breaking it down into actionable steps. So you'll go through this section here as well. Again, brainstorming the things that you're really, really working on, and then you get some, what they call your eight main goals here, right? So this is your master list of goals. And I use these, I color coordinate, like I said before. I use the flag stickers right here. I use these flag stickers for each goal. I color coordinate them to go along with the section in the beginning here. Like I said, you have family and friends, and there it is here. Oops, I had it and then I lost it. This section here. So I color coordinate, I use these, I have a goal for each one of these categories. I write them here, and then you have your action steps worksheets. So your action plan worksheets. And this is kind of an explanation of how the action plan worksheets work, how to fill them out. And there are 8 worksheets, one for each goal. You write your goals, why it's your goal, why it's important to you, and then you break your goal into 3 mini goals and then 3, 6, 9 starting steps to get you going. And there's a note page there, and like I said, there's 8 of these, one for each goal. And there's also a progress bar, so when you come and do a check-in in 3 months, you can kind of update your progress and see how you feel about that goal as well. So again, there's 8 of those, and then you get down to the very back, and there's your yearly overview. This page is really great because you can take those actionable steps and kind of put them where you think they would fit best. For me personally, I tried this last year and I wound up having to change my goals the next month. And so it really didn't work out well. But what I found I liked to do was go back and record a note about my progress that month and record what I actually accomplished that month. So that's how I actually use the yearly overview. Then we get into our tending lists. Now I love this part. This is the part that you'll use every single month, and some parts of this you'll use daily or even weekly, whatever you want to do as far as checking in. There's your kind of brain dump here, what's on your mind, what are you excited for. I use this, I literally dump everything that I'm thinking that particular day, what has been going on the past couple weeks. I dump it all right here. This is new for 2020. They have a calendar, a monthly calendar in here. I think this is really great, especially if you only need a monthly calendar. What a great way to combine a planner and a goal setting planner. I mean, to make it more of a planner and less of just a goal setting. So in the undated ones, at least, the power sheets have your brain dump there. And then on my calendar, you would just write it here. Now they have an actual calendar so you can make it more visual. Now this is only in January, but you can flip back to it. It's your tending tips. Gives you an idea of how to use the tending list, which is the next page. And again, the I Want It All package came with some magnetic bookmarks. I'll probably bookmark this page, bookmark the beginning of my actionable steps and goals, and then bookmark where I am in the month as far as my tending list. So here are goals to focus on this month, action ideas. This is where you actually start brainstorming your goals. You prioritize and simplify your goals, and then you put them on your tending list for the month. So I try not to have any more than 3 or 4 monthly actions, 3 or 4 weekly actions, and really I've found that 2 or 3 daily actions for me is best. There's obviously room for plenty more. And then as I mentioned before with using the goal setting sticker book, I actually, continuing the color coding, there are circle shaped stickers here. And I will take one of these stickers, and I usually use tweezers, so I'll take this shaped sticker here, and I will put it at the very beginning of a list here, like almost like a bullet point. And I will continue that through so that I can see the balance in my goals for the month. So again, my word of the year for 2019 is balance. If I see a ton of financial goals, but I don't see any family goals here, I clearly don't have a balanced goal sheet. So I really make sure that I have no more than 1 from each category to start. And then if I need 2, because it's a quarterly review in our finances and I need to do that month, then maybe that gets added in extra. So again, throughout the month, you'll fill this out. You can add encouraging words and your top priority. The daily action items and habits has the calendar, like in super mini format, way down here with the day of the week. And you can check off the days that you created your habits. The week numbers are up here and your progress bar for your monthly tasks. This area here is for wildcards. And again, that is something that you can purchase separately, I believe. I don't think they come with them. I think you have to buy these. There might be some for download on their page as well. So there are things like the perpetual calendar, your fun list, organization and decluttering. There's a ton of different ones you can get. I know I have some that are seasonal for the summer as well. And you can use the tending tape, which is just washi tape here, and rip off a couple pieces, tape it in right here. And I went over these things in the other video, the first video that went over all the new products from Cultivate What Matters. Then you have your month in review. Now I really like this too, because I think towards the end of the month, I do this page at the same time that I come in and I do my brain dump for the next month. So I love that you can write down what you're especially grateful for, what goals are going really well, what you're choosing grace over guilt about. So if you didn't do great in one goal, that's okay. Give yourself that peace and that grace and move on, right? A good lesson I learned, saying no to and saying yes to, very important for me. And then again, this page is blank as well, which you can do another wild card here if you want, or you could just leave it as is. And then it goes into February, which is the same layout as January, March, and then we get to spring. So every quarter there is a recheck on your goals, and then this spring, each season has its own separate page of things to do. So this one is clear the clutter. There's your goal refresh. You sit down, you check in, same goals that you started out with in the beginning of your tending list. You stop and say, all right, well, how is my health doing? How are my relationships with my friends doing? How are my finances, personal growth, and so on? Why are you giving it this rating? What are you saying yes to in this category, and what are you saying no to in this category? And if you want a special word for the next 3 months, so my 3-month check-in word in my undated power sheets was grace, because I was having a really hard time in my spiritual and personal growth and in my finances, and I was getting very frustrated with myself, so I wanted to remind myself to have grace. So that was really important as well. Then here's your goal refresh. Again, this is the same as your actionable steps from the very beginning. So you can write in if you have a new step you're gonna work on, what your goal for the next 3 months is. If you just want to continue on with the goals you've already set, you can put them in here. It's just refreshing and regrouping to make sure you are still on the track of where you wanna be. And then again, April, May, and June, same thing. You have your attending lists in here. You get to your summer check-in. Here's your fruitful summer page, and then your refresh again. Fall, savoring, cultivates contentment. So there's your refresh there. And then we get to November and December. And then at the very, very back is celebrate progress. You'll see it says celebrating 2020, and you can write a highlight from each month of the year, which I think this is so great. What a wonderful way to kind of recap your year and remember what's going on. And that is the end of your tending list. There is a beautiful back cover, again with that gold foiling as well, which I think looks really nice. And then the back cover on this, oops, there we go. The back cover on this is also the teal linen. It's just the plain linen there, sorry, a little dusty there. But beautiful, this book cover here is just beautifully done. It's very durable, very sturdy. And I really love these power sheets. So I'm really excited to get into these in 2020. It's a new decade, so lots of great things can happen. And I hope that you will look into the power sheets if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below if you're gonna be signing up and if you'd like to see more videos about these. I have not done a power sheets video before, but maybe I should. If you like this video, please hit like. If you would like to see more planner reviews and planner unboxings and plan with me videos, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. If you tap that bell, that'll turn on notifications so you are always alerted when a new video comes up. And of course, for behind the scenes sneak peeks and what I'm working on right now, head on over to my Instagram at LauraPlansIt. Thanks so much for watching.